Do you want a fucking cheeseburger?
Please, I just want to see my wife again.
Chicken nugget.
Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, watching the fishy go splishy and also just kind of making weird noises at it as I do. And first of all, before anything else in this freshly picked Rupeeland of roses, except it's not, we're in the regular world, we're in Cape Treasure, we have not reached Rupeeland yet, but we have found a familiar face. Hello, Duke. Oh, it's you. I've already forgotten how to do his voice. It's been a while, I'm still working hard. Great weather we're having. Are you flirting with me? It's perfect weather for fixing bridges. So without further ado, let's discuss about price for fixing the bridge. I swear, that voice sounds like something, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what. Heaven help me, I nearly typed 1,999. No, 199 is all you need to bees his churgers, if you know what I mean. So once again, let's get thrusty with it as he repairs the bridge. Now, in this episode, we have plenty to do, beginning by witnessing that. But there's stuff to be had here. There we go. The bridge has been repaired. Thanks for paying me to repair the bridge. You're a great guy. That almost turned into Borat. I'm going to work on another bridge. Take care of yourself.
The Alaba?
Lovely. Or, as he says, Yanama, whatever that means, assuming it even means anything. Somehow, my eyes aren't quite focusing on, like, okay, my eyes aren't blurring, I'm just struggling to look at the game and be like, ah yes, that's the game I'm looking at. Well anyway, we out here in Cape Treasure, we have a couple of shazisms to shadiddly-do, starting with paper. I've already forgotten your voice as well. Hi. How dare you? I told you to never disturb me. Have you forgotten? Ninja skills. The multi-ninja! Focus. Don't move a muscle. He will be awed. A true ninja master moves like a shadow, like the wind. It's impossible. A ninja master like me can't have slipped up. He must have stumbled upon me by chance. Listen to me. I won't let you off the hook 3 times in a row. A ninja has a heart of ice and never forgets the smell of the sweat from under your armpits. So, I will feel something, I'm sure, but for now, goodbye. Now, for some reason, I really remember this lady. For no reason other than she's just, she out here just tanning with a book. It was sniffing around here. A dog. Looking for bones. A dog. A dog. Okay, that was a necessary voice to grant upon her. Now, somewhere down here, and I don't remember exactly where, there's something fun down here. Oh, I think this is it down here. So, first of all, don't mind these guys. They just kind of chase you around. The thing to do with them is, approach from behind, or don't. So this won't really show what I'm trying to showcase here, but if you take them while they're in their shells, then... Oh, here's the orb, by the way. If you take them while they're in their shells, then they can drop shells. Otherwise, they'll just drop rupees. That's my understanding of it. But anyway, I didn't refer to it as such last time, but we found the seashore, but now we found the treasure orb. Because portmanteaus are hellacious. Ducking G hellacious, to be precise. But yeah, if those little strange guys come out of their shells, then you won't really get much from beating them other than rupees, I think. Anyway, there's an entire swathe of land missing here, and it just happens to look like a question mark. The shore question mark, which makes it sound like there's going to be oh, did my teeth just whistle then? Because, excuse you. That makes it sound like there's another orb. There are orbs in every place. Another question mark somewhere that's not the shore. I can't guarantee this. I don't think there is. Anyway, we're out here fighting crabs. And now I will spam tap, spinal tap. Ooh, would you look at that? We got an amethyst. Yep, sometimes those crab enemies can drop jewels, and funny thing, as I understand it, first of all, tomatoes. We have bananas and avocados. No, but the funny thing with enemies is the more you have in the same smoke cloud, for one, the more damage you take, but the more rewards you get at the end of the battle. I believe the more enemies you have in the dust cloud as well. Oh, look, polka dotted oranges. It also increases the odds of rarer drops appearing, I think? Well, in any case, the, hello, doggo. Can you be helped? I'll come back to this thought in a second. Barkle, would you like to receive my bone? Sure. Good dog. You were looking for bones, you got a bone. And now you're leaving. I have a bone to pick. I'll go with femur. Anyway. I think what I was saying is that the odds of rare stuff appearing increases if you have larger battles. Also, the amethyst is one of the gems that can appear if you sort of delve into the ocean. Like, if you deliberately drown yourself for shits and giggles, that is something that can be acquired by doing that. And this probably so isn't worth all the money I'm losing just by wandering around, because all that just for a load of shells. That said, as you may have noticed in the previous episode, I think it was the previous episode, the thin beards do sell for quite a bit if you give them to Chico's mother. Because she's like, oh, hey, here are some wisps of hair. I'll give you like 40 rupees for those. That's worth like half a pearl with some change, but in the wrong direction. So yeah, I'm sort of losing money here by not really fighting efficiently, but it doesn't really matter because in the very near future we'll be coming upon some good times. There's a Salona thing, there's the bridge, the bride, the East Kill bride. Here are some rabbits. I remember them being a bit aggressive. I'm going to hold off just for now, even though I was just saying how much I'm like, I'm bad at fighting, but that's okay. It doesn't even matter. Can I poke your face? Because we were told to look out for wall switches and hidden weapons, if you recall the advice we receive, which is the past tense of receive. Oh, here's a dead guy. How you doing? As soon as I arrived in Cape Treasure, I began researching my article. Without warning, I was attacked by a hideous skeleton creature. I thought I was done for. After that, all went black. It appears I lost consciousness. As I blacked out, it seemed all I could think of was the town cafe's simple juice. Oh, I so want to drink it. I want to bathe in that delicious juice. Well, okay then. When you say skeleton creature, are you thinking of this training dummy that's like right behind your ass? Now, even though there's a guy in front of it, you can in fact still put it on the map. There's no reason why you'd be prevented from doing such, but that's a thing you can do. And is that that's one of the vines we've already visited. I heard something clacking. Also, there are barrels. But I heard clackery. Can I go further down this way? Oh, the tomatoes have begun to regrow already. That's good. Much like the moss outside our house, the various getables, as you might be able to call them. Implying that there's a chance it's not possible to call them that. They regrow. Just over time. It's not to do with, it's not to do with which screens you're in, it's all just time. Now, fight me rabbits. Fight me rabbits. Right me fabbits. You drop thin beards too? Huh. Well, that's not the main reason why you want to fight these rabbits, is the thing. Also, just do yourself a favour and get away from the edge when you're fighting rabbits. There you go. This is what you want to fight rabbits for. Carrots. Yeah, I feel like there's a chance that spoils can drop into the sea, so be careful, I suppose. Now, I'm sort of tempted to go and grab a buddy from in here, because that's a thing we can do. There is stuff of interest in here. I'll skim over it ever so briefly. I believe there is something we can buy here, but there's this. So he's making a big deal out of, oh, it's a really big family thing. Yeah, you need to offer not only a 4-figure sum, but I believe the price he wants is actually 1,200. But that is a very special recipe. We don't know about it yet, but in essence, the way this... there's a couple of classes of recipe. There's the ones we can... there's usable ones, there's stuff that's basically just for selling, and there's also, local recipes, I think you could call them. Every area has... Oh, you've played The Legend of Zelda, then. You're not going to... Okay, then. You just don't remember. I can't even jog your memory with Shine Sparkle. Yes, every named area of the game, I think apart from Hometown Prairie, has a quote-unquote local recipe, and I believe those are just for selling, but still. How's it going with your own ass? Wow, you've inferred the obvious. Congratulations. And hello, hi. Hello, Molly, Holly, Dolly style. Yes, I'm aware with how this works. Now, of these, I believe, is this the guy I want? Can I talk to none of them? I think I need to summon the guy first, because commission. I didn't know if I was necessarily going to have a bodyguard in this episode, but we are going to need one in the near future. Yo, how's it popping, my friendo? It is, in fact, so I suppose we should be a little bit tutorials to wisen ass about this place. So yes, this is the bodyguard salon. We learned about this fairly recently. You can hire bodyguards, they do stuff. We're mostly acquainted here. So yeah, there's not really anything I can add that we don't already know. I believe if you ring that bell, you have to pay him a small fee to change the lineup here, but I believe I think this is the guy that I want. Ah, yes. Okay, he takes commission. If they don't accept your offer, you get your money back, but the commission stays paid, which is sort of how commissions work. Sure. I believe this is the guy I want it to be. It's only 10 rupees, it's fine. On second thoughts, you're not the guy I wanted. But that's okay, because... Okay, I want a small bodyguard going forwards. I was hoping for the passive one. This is the small aggressive of the first continent. I was hoping for the small passive because the small assertive bodyguard of the first continent is sort of, like, good because assertive bodyguards are just objectively the best. But you kind of can't use him coming up. So just take my word for it. If you see a bodyguard called Kano, or Kano, can opener, Kano, don't hire him because you can't use him just yet. Yes, we know how this works. Yes, we are familiar with hearts. We've done time with Teddy Todo. We've done Fang in China. So I don't really want to have to deal with an aggressive bodyguard, and I was hoping he was the other guy, but we'll make do. For now, though, I'm actually going to immediately abandon him because we have business back in town. Before we even get back to town, though, there's something else that we can do at home. So, before anything else, the one thing I like doing here is when Tingle lands from that balloon animation, just tapping the balloon to make it feel like I'm popping it. Okay, couple of things. First of all, check the PC because our tower has expanded once again. And supposedly, I've been told that you get a notification, presumably from Pinkle, if the tower is about to shrink. As I said, I have never in my life seen that actually happen. I have not even found videos of it online or anything, and we're taller than a palm tree. I've never seen palm trees grow to 10 meters, but hey. Bear in mind that as a child, I played this game not recklessly, but certainly stingily and, like, not that goodily, and I never had the tower shrink, so, you know, don't worry about it that much. So, we have a rupee good. Come to Rupeeland. Happiness awaits you. Hakuna Matata. Now, what I'm going to do now, well, two things. First of all, well, I guess we'll cook freely. Just for demonstration's sake, we got a load of tomatoes and oranges, and we are going to need these for a recipe. But for the sake of demonstration, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 3 oranges, 2 tomatoes. I believe that's the correct proportion. Bear with. This could be completely wrong, but I'm fairly sure it's right. Now, usually you can tell if a recipe's going to be successful by the colour that the stew turns. But if you get the "it's ready" message, then that means you've successfully made a recipe. If it goes in green text, then you've failed. Normally, because scrap broth is green, if it turns green, then it looks like... that looks like scrap broth, therefore you can infer that you've put together bad ingredients. But in this case, we've made simple juice, which is green, and I wanted to do that just to demonstrate that you don't have to have the recipe on you. You can just make a recipe if you have the ingredients, but we are going to go and get the recipe for this anyway, just for the sake of completion. And also, while I'm here, I'm going to cook up some tingling. Because you see, we can't pick simple juice from this list because we don't officially have the recipe. Officially, we guessed it and absolutely bossed it in so doing. So I can make 3 tinglies. I may as well, because we have a bodyguard. It's our responsibility to keep him comparatively healthy. And as an aggressive fighter, he's going to be getting into a lot of fights. So I would advise, well, firstly, I would advise looking out for a small bodyguard called Zuzu. And also, why do the bottles change shape and size when we put stuff in them? Well, whatever. We now have that, so I would say let's go back to Cape Treasure and feed the guy the thing, but we don't officially know that it's gonna work, so let's pop into town. I could sell you what I have, but I need those for my own bodyguard now. We have a new friend who we need to bribe into caring about us. Huh? Can I help you? If so, I'll need a weird number. I don't like that number for personal reasons. I'm not going to go into the why. So, this is most generous. I'd like to get to know you better. I'm called Bella. Come over any time. Gladly. So, we can sell our stuff. We can sell fresh ingredients because she's a cafe. You get nothing. But let's talk. First of all, well, what's full of freshness? Is it the name of your cafe? She wants 35 for this. So again, weird numbers. Out of town, there are tons of fresh fruit and veg. Cape Treasure has many oranges and crisp tomatoes. With a bit of effort, you can get a lot. I'm happy to buy them for 4 rupees each. Pick as many of them as you can. They won't run out. If you wait for a while, they will grow back. Bye-bye. Now, note that it says, like, 30 rupees. If you pay her just 30, then she'll tell you the bare minimum. Like, she'll tell you, for instance, oh, you need oranges and tomatoes, and then if you pay her a bit more, you need more of one than the other. Like, you'll get hints towards the recipe, but not the recipe itself. And it sort of pains me to know that this costs 150 and we are rapidly running out of money. But it's okay, I have some things to sell while I'm in town, and we have the map to hand in as well. So, my simple juice may be plain, but it's delicious. Do you want another recipe? Actually, I already guessed it, but whatever. Mix 3 mini oranges and 2 crisp tomatoes. Try it yourself. You won't regret it. And with that, we've got the recipe for simple juice. And since we're here as well,
Hey. The restaurant's chef is a real gourmet, and so are his kids. How do you like my physique?
Porky Minch, is his name Minch in Earthbound? I don't remember. Anyway, 150 for the amethyst, because I believe we don't need the jewels for anything, so there you go. And also, don't worry, we're going to be... Also, I thought, hang on a minute, tools... Okay, you can't buy my tools. I don't even have tools. I don't think I have anything to sell over here, but we can at least turn in the map. And in the next episode, we will be... Now, note that we haven't actually finished the map here yet, so we're not going to get all the rupees just now, but it's a good restocking because, as you can see, there's a skull on that map. There's going to be skull shenanigans to be happening, and since each landmark is worth 20%, that means we're missing 1 landmark from towards the top of the map. And look, this is severely reimbursing us for my carelessness in battle. So yes, we're going to go back there in the next episode. We're going to hand over the simple juice, and we're going to be rewarded for it, and we're going to negotiate, and it will be fantabulousy. Fantabutastic. And for some reason you waited until last to analyse the treasure orb. Well, there you go. We're almost back up to 1,500, which is a good, healthy number, and we also have a friend with us. Now, fun fact, you can actually walk your bodyguard back to Hometown Prairie with it. Oh, the birds haven't respawned yet. I am disappointed. So, yeah, if you have Duke's Bridges built, you can walk all the way back to Hometown Prairie with your bodyguard, and they will follow you down. If you use the Go Home command, though, then not. But don't worry. The next time we go to anywhere on the first continent, Titch will be waiting for us. But also, there's a half-written diary. Who could this possibly belong to, apart from the person who already spoke about the town cafe? Wonder if there is really a pirate hideaway full of treasure. I had to find out if the rumors were true, eh? So I set off for Carpe Treasure. Because Tingle can't read. Well, anyway, I think that's enough shenanigans for one episode. We've explored Cape Treasure, we've guessed how to make simple juice and succeeded in so doing, and we made a whole fresh batch of tingly, and I'm almost tempted to make some more simple juice just because we can. You know what, I think we will, just to celebrate getting the recipe for official, because obviously it's a commodity of sorts. We can cook this up and sell it. I don't remember who buys it, mind you, but we can sell it, so we'll make 3. Bearing in mind, we'll be going back up to Cape Treasure next time anyway, so we'll be able to get more, because this is just... You could make 4 simple juices from 1 bush each of ingredients, but we don't have enough bottles to fill up on them just now, so that'll be the end of that. So, for now, I have been, and will continue to be, Tessellating Hexagons. In the next episode, we'll head back over to Cape Treasure, and see what comes of giving juice to the guy. So, see you then for that.